promise to conceal and take years away, but is your makeup actually aging your skin? Dr. Shefu is here to explain. My guess is yes. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Every time I put all this makeup on, I just think, oh, and I love the weekends because I try to wear zero makeup.
And that's a good point. You know, unfortunately, Shawley, about 80% of makeups have some of these contaminants or chemicals that we really aren't aware can be damaging to our skin. And you know, we talked so often about this before. I mean, drugs are regulated by the FDA, which determines whether a drug is, number one, safe and effective. The cosmeceutical industry does not have that regulatory feature or oversight. So it's really, you know, buyer beware. You have to be your own best advocate. So there are many chemicals that occur in makeups that we may not think may be damaging to the skin. You know, perhaps one of the most common is alcohol. The problem with alcohol is it tends to be very drying to the skin, so it will wick away a lot of the natural moisture and oils from our skin.
Right.
More likely to get drying, irritation to the skin. Something like mineral oil, which you would think pretty harmless. A study in 2012 in Britain was done on women that were nursing infants, and they found that the mineral oil, which is actually a byproduct of petroleum, was getting into the babies. And the problem with it is not biodegradable. It gets into our fat cells. So, you know, there are preservatives like parabens.
Yes.
There are other chemical agents like, for example, sulfates. Almost every time you look on the ingredients for makeup, you'll see sulfates. And sulfates are what we find in household cleansers. Probably not the best things to
put on your
put on your skin. And then there are all kinds of products called parabens. Parabens are another type of preservative. Again, you'll see that in the ingredient list. Not a great product. They're thought to be affecting our immune system and endocrine disruptors. And then something like talcum powder, you would think, well, it's not a big deal with that. But the problem is that that if you have skin that's relatively dry anyway, it can make the skin much drier, clog the pores. And we can't forget that in some talcum powder, there is traces of asbestos. We know asbestos was already eliminated because it was responsible for causing mesothelioma, which is a very dangerous type of lung cancer. And if you inhale some of that and you have some respiratory problems, it can be irritating. So you really want to be very careful at looking at all these different ingredients that exist in the
but I feel like in those ingredients, I mean, I could bring my little makeup case. I mean, I'll just do it right here and just take a look and see if there's anything in there. There are so many different, like, words that are, I mean, I can't even pronounce some of these things.
Right.
So how do you know that what are these things?
Well, if you don't know what it is, it probably isn't something that should be on your skin.
That shouldn't be on my skin?
Should not probably be on our skin.
That's not
good. And the problem with a lot of these makeups, Shawley, is that, you know, the concept of using makeups is to make our skin look better and feel better, but with continued long-term use, some of these products can have deleterious effects. So what are the things that we should look for in makeup? So we should look for more natural types of makeups, products like the hyaluronic acids, which tend to, you know, provide moisture. Vitamin E, vitamin C tend to be helpful as an antioxidants for the aging process. We want products that have like the alpha hydroxy and beta hydroxy acids, salicylic lactic acids and glycolic acids, because those are the natural exfoliators that are removing those dead layers of our skin.
So besides it not being good for your skin, it also ages the skin, right?
Exactly, because if we're drying out our skin, if we're irritating our skin, and we're depleting the collagen, then we're more likely to have lines and wrinkles. So what may look good initially, long-term use may be problematic.
Dr. Shefu, you're going to make me like go through all
Don't
my
make you
makeup
paranoid,
now,
but
and then I'm going to start reading all these. I got to do it with
Shawley,
the food.
even like in the mascara, you know, there's evidence that people aren't changing their mascara often enough.
Oh, I'm one of those
bacteria
people.
grows in these.
So and then you get a sty in your eye.
You wonder why we got this. Well, it's probably from the contaminant that was in this.
Every 6 months or every 3 months? What's the thing?
At least every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
Yes.
Okay, so the takeaway from this is?
Be a good consumer, get natural products. You want makeups that are fragrance-free, have as few of those chemicals as we talked about as possible, and are what we call non-comedogenic. In other words, they're makeups that don't plug the skin, so you don't get the pores plugged, you get the whiteheads and the blackheads, and don't go to bed with your makeup on. That's a real no-no.
Oh, I can't do that. I need everything like off.
Off, good.
Thank you, all really good advice, and now I have work to do because I just found something in there that probably shouldn't be in there. Dr. Shefu, thank you.